Hi, I'm Dave, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to see if I can make this Mitsubishi go faster using some Staff Slots wheels and some Slot.It tyres. So before we start I should just set a lap time really. It's particularly chilly in the shed at the moment, although it's supposed to be summer. So regardless of whatever previous times I've set, I thought let's just set a base time with the car as it came out of the box with its standard Avant Slot tyres on it. As you can see, and I should probably put a link to the video where I reviewed this car originally, it's a great little car, handles really well, can't really fault it. Oops, of course. But the base time is a 7.2 second time. So here's the car, and here are the wheels. They are a lovely set of Staff Slots wheels. You can get those from Pendle and various places. You probably know that already because you're into slot cars. Just pop the body off this car. Now the front wheels on this are plastic and they're glued on or pushed on, so I should just be able to twist them off. And remove the four-wheel drive band. Anyway, moving on, obviously the front wheels, because you don't need me to see me take these off, the front wheels are plastic and the rear wheels are metal and have a little grub screw to hold them in, so they're a lot easier to get off than the fronts. So first off in this little experiment, I shall take the original tyres and put them on the new Staff Slot wheels. But first I'm going to put the wheels on the car so that I can get them all nicely lined up and make sure everything's square on the setup block. So these are a 0.9mm hex, very small, but does the job nicely. So that's the rears on, and I'll just check that that is all nice and square. We need to make sure, obviously, one wheel isn't inboard further than the other. And I just tighten those right up because they are in the right place. Lucky guess. Now pop the tyres on. And the same with the front. So there we are, all we've done is replace the wheels. We put the tyres that came with the car back on. I just check it is all nice and square before I go and put it on the track. And, as to be said, it looks quite a lot cooler with those big deep dish wheels on it too. Look at that, lovely. So let's set a lap time with the Staff Slots wheels on, but with the original tyres. Now the car seems a lot smoother on the track, and it probably is, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I mean, it sounds quieter, it's not chattering so much. So even with the same tyres, there seems to be an immediate difference just by changing to the staff slot wheels. Whoops. And there is. We're down from a 7.2 to a 6.8. Now that's a 0.4 second change. We need to investigate why that is. So here we are. Here's the car with the new wheels on, and here's the old wheels. Now, the front wheels are plastic, which means they're probably quite round, but they're probably not very, very round, like a metal wheel would be that's been machined. And if we roll these on the setup block, there's a limp when it rolls. And here's a metal wheel. It should be better because it should be round. I don't know if you can see that. There's still a slight limp when it rolls. And that's because inside here, in the detail, they've put in a lovely brake disc, but they've also put in a caliper. But the caliper throws the wheel off balance. It's like on your main, your full-size car. If you've got a balance weight on the wheel and it's in the wrong place, it causes a vibration. So I think that accounts for the slight improvement in time with some definitely very, very round machined metal wheels. And now I'm going to go even further and use some Slot.It C1 compound tyres. Now these are PT1228C1 tyres. I got those from Pendle. They are pretty sticky rubber, especially compared with the tyres that came on the Avant Slot originally. So I shall just swap all these tyres over. If I show you to compare, they are the same size in pretty much every direction. So that's good. They're an excellent fit and an excellent replacement for those standard tyres. Bit fiddly, but that's all four of them swapped over. Now what we do need to do is true them up a little bit. So here's some standard Slotting Plus axles. I'm just going to use one of those, pop these wheels on it with a couple of little plastic bushings just to hold it onto the tyre truer, made by Swift Slots. www.swift16.co.uk if you want a tyre truer. So quite a long while later and quite a lot of soapy water on the brush later, I've got some nicely trued tyres on these wheels. So I will then just take these off here and then transfer them back onto the car. And again, I'll square them up on the setup plate and everything as well. And then we can go back to the track again and we'll have another go with the Staff Slots wheels and the trued sticky Slot.It tyres. Now, I mean, the difference is visible immediately. With these stickier tyres on it, this car has got bundles and bundles of grip in the corners. And it's running as smooth as smooth. That's it. A pair of Staff Slot, two pairs of Staff Slots wheels and a bag of Slot.It tyres, and this car has gone from being alright to being a proper little rocket ship. And I didn't even have an oops. Now look at that, we are down to 5.9 seconds. Now, as you know, 6 seconds on my track is the line for good car, bad car. So it is now a good car. And there we are. Not only is it much faster, it looks loads cooler. Look at that. And Mr. Thumbs Up Man, he agrees as well. As always, thanks for watching one of my videos. If you liked it, you will find a button specifically for that. Thanks, John. Please subscribe to the channel. It's free and it really does help. And if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification the next time I post a video. And as always, check out this channel.